Something I love about table tennis is that everybody does it, whether it is good at it or not. It's fun, right? It's a great way to meet new people, and after playing regularly, you actually becomes better. Hold on, what does this have to do with foreign languages? You probably thinking? Well, I believe playing ping pong surprisingly is many similarities with speaking language with native speakers. Sadly, I think we all feel like we have to speak a new language perfectly before we start conversations that can get our message across. That we have to master every piece of grammar and know all the words by heart in order to pass this real life language exam. But in this way, we create our barriers. Recent BBC show foreign language learning is on the lowest point since the start of its UK school. It blows a 50% in some areas. I want to show you how fast you can benefit from speaking languages. It will take you fear away. A while ago, I lived in Shanghai. As moving from there to Bristol with quite culture shock. I started to miss Chinese food. When I decided to check out my local Chinese takeaway, it orders my veggies and rice in English. I noticed that other customers were taking their meals away with plastic forks and knives. I wasn't used to this, having lived in China, as I doubted this is passes for a moment. As I asked a lady behind the counter what if she has any chapters in Chinese, and she laughed. She helped me show me a nice and showed me not good, not good. She told me to wait a second, went to kitchen and checked, but when she came back, she told me she couldn't find any. When she handed me over the food with a smile, she gave me that finished chapters. And I have the two. I said I think too warmly. I said goodbye is my rocket Chinese. She was so happy just because I spoke a few words Chinese. In Paris since moment it turned out would not mind I turned to speak Chinese. It was a moment I realized taking my first bite with my new chapters that I had forgotten the faces. And as one to apologize in English. Now I'm not saying you should not stop learning a new language to get free for it. Okay, the short version is what these achievements is about so much more than that at this ordinary transactions into a fast more human connection to biggest pace outcomes in the first stages of learning other language. That's right, I don't want a knife. I want chopstick. This means so much more than just a pair of chopsticks. I'm not taking you to various outskirts of superior. Precisely here. After living in a couple of different countries and being able to speak our possessions, person, I decided to make my plans great dreams come true. I started to transfer Berlin on my own. It very fast is a crochet. Across 6 blocks in the evening as I goes back to my characters from the horse earlier. In the little Siberian towns called Cabaros. As I was about to board the next our train journey to the little towns near Chinese borders called place. I climbed to the stairs and spotted blonde trains that looked like this kid is hard as been charged in Sophie's terms and entered the third class carriage. I felt at my place as I was about to repair my bed for the night. The train guard scanned and changed my tickets and asked me a couple of questions. I didn't understand. Luckily, three people on the other side of the helped me because my question wasn't fluent back. However, the words are Russian. I do notice some things very years of days were at his red badge on his shirts. I just was worrying. Where are these people from? Nah, this can't be from North Korea. I has never met North Koreans before, as I had assumed I probably never would with those visiting the country. I travel as person, and so I asked them, where are you from? From Zhejiang, they said in question. I couldn't believe it. Here is outskirts, Siberians, and transparent Koreans. There's are so many things I wanted. I didn't know where to start. My questions were limiting me as expressions messages were internet connections and definitely no good translate. Google Translate to help me to, and so I just asked, "What is your name?" It's questions, and they said, Han, Kim, and Kim. We talked about basic families, basic topics like our families, where we are growing. We have been sports in cities more than thousands miles apart in different cultures, but it didn't feel so different after all. Everybody is looking for happiness. It's crazy about spending time with loved ones, right? As we was able to connect with her and him and Kim through courses as a common language. Without this word stays as mysteries forever. Do you want to see them? Kim, and the warmest for the restaurants takeaways which always feels essential. My life wouldn't be the same without those international friends as experience I have changed to speaking foreign languages. The most important thing is that I don't speak all of them fluently, just play table tennis. You don't have to be an Olympic champion. What are the biggest rewards comes at the start of learning course? A thing to take away. Other aspects which brought out some positive sticks that the table tennis mentality starts interesting. This may not speak it may not be good as an it is my set I tried with languages. After all, your favorite speaking languages is nothing compared to the benefits of the new experiences waiting for you. Good luck.